Summer's officially here, and the bikini sale at shackshop.us is happening right now. Get hot styles, bold prints, and perfect fits, all on sale for a limited time. Whether you're beach-bound or poolside, we've got the bikini that makes you feel confident, cute, and totally summer-ready. So don't wait. Head to shackshop.us and shop the sale before it ends. That's shackshop.us, your new favorite bikini spot.
The Olympic Games are known for world records, emotional podium finishes, and moments that define athletic careers. But at Milano Cortina 2026, one unexpected headline quickly went viral, and it had nothing to do with gold medals. Just days into the Winter Games, condom supplies inside the Olympic Village were completely depleted. Organizers confirmed the shortage, attributing it to higher than anticipated demand. Within 3 days, the complimentary supply distributed to athletes was gone. Replacement shipments were ordered immediately, and officials reassured delegations that replenishment would continue throughout the Games. While the story sparked jokes across social media, the reality behind it reflects a long-standing Olympic tradition, a public health initiative dating back nearly 4 decades, and the unique social environment that defines life inside the Olympic Village. This isn't a scandal, it's not new, and it's not unusual. But it is a revealing window into athlete culture, Olympic logistics, and the modern digital spotlight that amplifies even the smallest details of life at the world's biggest sporting event. What actually happened? According to officials from the Milano Cortina 2026 organizing committee, condom supplies in Olympic Village residences were temporarily exhausted due to unexpectedly high demand from athletes during the first days of competition. A statement from the communications team confirmed. Supplies were temporarily depleted due to higher than anticipated demand. Additional shipments are being delivered and will be continuously replenished through the end of the Games. An anonymous athlete speaking to Italian media claimed the initial stock ran out in just 3 days. Within hours of those reports circulating, social media platforms were flooded with commentary, some humorous, some critical, and others simply fascinated by the recurring phenomenon. But for Olympic historians and sports insiders, this was hardly shocking. The Olympic Village, a unique environment. To understand why this happens almost every Olympic cycle, you have to understand what the Olympic Village represents. For most athletes, the Village is the only time they'll live among thousands of elite competitors from around the world. A highly secure, insulated environment. A rare moment of freedom after years of disciplined training. A shared cultural experience unlike any other global event. Athletes are typically between 18 and 35 years old. They've trained intensely for years. They're in peak physical condition. They are surrounded by other high-performing individuals who understand the same pressures and sacrifices. And for many, the competition period represents the culmination of a lifelong goal. After an event concludes, especially for those not advancing further, emotional release and celebration often follow. Former Olympians have openly discussed the social atmosphere inside the Village for decades. It's not secretive, it's not hidden. It's simply human behavior within a high-energy environment. Why are condoms provided at the Olympics? The distribution of condoms at the Olympic Games began in 1988 during the Summer Seoul Olympics. The initiative was introduced as a public health response to rising global awareness about HIV/AIDS and sexually transmitted infections. Organizers sought to promote safe sex practices among athletes and symbolically among global youth audiences watching the Games. Since then, providing free condoms inside Olympic villages has become standard practice. It serves 3 purposes. Health protection reduces STI transmission risk. Education normalizes safe sex conversations. Responsibility acknowledges real-world behavior in a preventative framework. Officials at Milano Cortina reiterated this perspective, emphasizing that prevention and common sense are priorities. This is not an endorsement of behavior, it's a harm reduction strategy. How many condoms are usually distributed? Historically, Olympic condom numbers are surprisingly high, and they often generate media buzz. At recent Summer Games, hundreds of thousands were distributed. Winter Games typically involve fewer athletes, but the supply remains substantial. Organizers plan quantities based on number of athletes, duration of games, historical demand patterns, health advisory recommendations. What made Milano Cortina 2026 notable wasn't that condoms were provided, it was how quickly the initial supply ran out. 3 days is faster than previous Winter Games reports. Social media amplification. A major factor in this story going viral was athlete-driven social media content. Spanish ice dancer Olivia Smart shared a TikTok video showing Olympic-branded condom packaging available inside the Village. The lighthearted clip gained traction quickly. In previous Olympic eras, similar shortages may have gone largely unnoticed outside niche sports reporting circles. But today, athletes vlog daily life, TikTok amplifies inside access, Instagram stories spread instantly, media outlets monitor athlete accounts in real time. The result? A minor logistical issue becomes global trending news within hours. The digital age doesn't create behavior, it magnifies it. Why demand may be higher in 2026?
Several factors could explain increased demand. 1. Post-pandemic social reset. After years of COVID restrictions, athletes are once again experiencing fully open Olympic Village interaction without the isolation protocol seen in Tokyo 2022 and Beijing 2022. 2. Larger cohort of first-time Olympians. Milano Cortina features a significant number of first-time competitors, potentially contributing to heightened social engagement. 3. Cultural normalization. Younger generations are generally more open discussing relationships, sexuality, and health. 4. Olympic atmosphere. The intensity and emotional charge of the games can amplify interpersonal connections. None of these factors are controversial. They're sociological realities. Teams opting out of the village. Not all athletes stay in the Olympic Village. For example, Canada's men's hockey team reportedly chose hotel accommodations instead of village housing. Teams sometimes opt out due to security, competitive focus, travel logistics, privacy preferences. Those athletes would not rely on village-distributed supplies. This makes village dynamics even more concentrated among those who choose that immersive Olympic experience.
Is this a scandal? Short answer, no. Long answer, it depends on perception. Some critics frame these stories as evidence of distraction or lack of focus. Others see them as normal adult behavior in a structured environment with health safeguards. From an organizational standpoint, there was no misconduct, no rule violation, and no public health emergency. It was a supply chain miscalculation, quickly corrected. Olympic history, the myth versus the reality. Stories about Olympic Village relationships have existed for decades. Former athletes have publicly shared anecdotes about international friendships turning romantic, post-competition celebrations, cultural exchanges, brief connections formed during intense shared experiences. What's often exaggerated in media narratives is the idea of chaos. In reality, the village is secure. Curfews and credential systems are enforced. Delegation staff monitor conduct. Code of conduct rules apply to all athletes. The environment is lively, not lawless. The public health perspective. Public health experts generally support harm reduction strategies. Providing condoms prevents potential STI outbreaks, reduces unplanned pregnancies, encourages responsible behavior, demonstrates proactive planning. From that lens, running out temporarily is simply a logistical challenge, not a moral issue. Officials responded quickly, which aligns with standard health management protocols at global events. Media sensationalism versus context. Headlines often emphasize shock value. Olympics run out of condoms in 3 days. But context matters. Thousands of young adults living together for 2 weeks after years of preparation in an emotionally intense setting. The more surprising outcome might be if demand were low. Economic and branding angle. Olympic condoms are often specially packaged with official branding. This transforms them into souvenirs, social media props, collector items. Some athletes reportedly take extras home as memorabilia. When packaging is distinctive, demand can increase beyond pure practical use. The psychology of the Olympic moment. Athletes often describe the games as surreal. After years of strict regimens, dietary controls, and structured schedules, the Olympic Village can represent freedom, celebration, relief, human connection. Especially for those eliminated early in competition, emotional decompression can be powerful. Sports psychologists note that high adrenaline environments can heighten social bonding behavior. Again, not scandalous, just human. Will supplies run out again? Organizers have stated continuous replenishment will occur through the end of the games. Logistics teams now have real-time demand data and can adjust accordingly. Shortages are unlikely to recur if distribution is scaled properly. Cultural differences and global attention. The Olympics bring together athletes from nations with widely different cultural norms surrounding relationships and sexuality. The village becomes a microcosm of global diversity. That diversity includes attitudes toward dating, privacy, public conversation about sex, health practices. What may seem shocking in one cultural lens may be mundane in another. The bigger picture, athlete humanity. It's easy to view Olympians as machines built for performance, but they are human. They experience emotions, build relationships, form friendships, seek connection. The condom story is less about scandal and more about acknowledging that elite athletes exist within normal adult social frameworks. Why this story resonates? This story trends because it mixes elite sports, youth culture, health policy, viral social media, humor. It humanizes athletes, and it offers a rare glimpse into the private side of a globally televised event. Final takeaway, Milano Cortina 2026 did not experience a crisis. It experienced high demand. Officials responded quickly, public health measures remain in place, and the games continue as planned, focused on competition, excellence, and global unity.
The condom shortage is a footnote in Olympic history, but a fascinating one that reflects the intersection of sports, culture, health, and the digital age.
Summer's officially here, and the bikini sale at shackshop.us is happening right now. Get hot styles, bold prints, and perfect fits, all on sale for a limited time. Whether you're beach-bound or poolside, we've got the bikini that makes you feel confident, cute, and totally summer-ready. So don't wait. Head to shackshop.us and shop the sale before it ends. That's shackshop.us, your new favorite bikini spot.